Hi everyone, this is Dan Gross for News 8 and RochesterFirst.com. Welcome to What's Good, the place where we share the good news in and around Rochester over the past 7 days. Let's hit rewind, then hit play, because it's time to cue the jam. Let's start off today with the Caped Crusader himself, the Batman of San Jose. The Dark Knight by, night, and an RIT student by day, this Batman has now moved to the 585. And just like in his native Gotham, San Jose, he walks around the city, humanizing the homeless by delivering much needed supplies, as well as providing a human connection. And a local student group got to perform in Disney World over this past weekend. Students from the 4th grade through the 12th grade from MT Ed uncorked an A-plus 7-song set at the Disney Performing Arts Imagination campus over this long Thanksgiving weekend. The kids and teachers also got to enjoy the park as well. We're told that they were so good that Disney asked them to come back to perform next year. Great job, guys. Now, admittedly, this story ends with a loss, but the East Rochester Gananda School can still hold their heads up high as the Bombers had their most successful football season ever. They lost to the Chenango Forks in the state semifinals in their section and class, but they did upset Powerhouse Medina on the way there. Hats off to East Rochester and Gananda. And a record-setting Rock the Day. The United Way of Greater Rochester announced it has raised over $1 million for a second year in a row during the 11th annual Rock the Day event. The final tally was $1,196,259. Over 9,000 donations were made during Giving Tuesday. All of the money raised will go to support over 500 local organizations. And the local chapter of the 501st Legion, named for Vader's fist in the Star Wars movies, is making their own Star Wars flick, a new fan film called Tomorrow and Tomorrow. It's framed around the Macbeth soliloquy of the same name and explores the Shakespearean tragedy of Darth Vader himself. The one-time screening is at Regal Henrietta tonight, and ticket proceeds go to the Make-A-Wish Fund. Well, it's back! After a one-year pandemic-induced hiatus, Genesee Brewery's iconic Keg Tree will make its grand return in Rochester for this holiday season. Construction of the 27-foot-tall spectacle will begin next week, brewery officials said pretty recently. New this year, instead of the one-night lighting ceremony event, the brewery has 12 new days of Keg Tree series of events throughout December. And few things can quite shake the frost of a cold New York night, quite like curling up and watching a movie. For this holiday season, the Dryden Theater at the George Eason Museum has quite the power-packed lineup. You can check out our website for all of the listings, but here are a couple of our favorites. The 3 Lord of the Rings movies presented in consecutive nights in 33mm film, Spartacus, and holiday movies, such as It's a Wonderful Life. What else is good? Students changing the world is good. A group of University of Rochester students, this is for a class project mind you, developed a prototype device that can help detect sepsis in patients. This armband is called BioSpire, and it uses sweat to detect levels of biomarkers that can be indicative of sepsis. The students say that sepsis is incredibly common, and while it's easy to treat, it's hard to detect in time. So they hope that their device will help doctors do just that. What else is good? Spreading holiday cheer is good. Golisano Children's Hospital in Rochester is seeking toy donations to help brighten the spirits of patients for the holidays. The annual wish list is open for donations through December 18th, and they're looking for gifts from kids anywhere, from infant to teenager. What else is good? This specific good news is good. They just keep happening in Rochester. A third prize winning Powerball ticket worth $50,000 was sold, in Rochester. The winning ticket for the November 27th drawing had 4 matching numbers and the Powerball. The Rochester prize winning ticket was purchased at Lake Stop and Go on Lake Avenue. What else is good? Your good news. We love to feature that everyday sort of good news that keeps us all going. Big sports achievement, life milestone, job promotion. You've heard the list already, but those are just some examples. Anything like that, we'd love to hear about it. You can drop the team and I a line personally. That's dgross@WROCTV.com. It should be on screen right about now. let's run it back, dgross@WROCTV.com, and please pass along any photos or video you might have as well. On the topic of passing along photos, we do look for new ways to feature our sweet wordmark logo here. Luke Juntanen did such a great job creating it that we only want the best curated and handcrafted photos of Rochester vistas or Rochester landmarks. So if you got something like the Genesee Brew House here, pass it along. It's at that email. We'll shout you out on the show. And maybe on Instagram too. We'll see about that one. Well, I think that just about does it for this week's What's Good. My name is Dan Gross. Thank you so much for your time and company today. Really appreciate it. You know what else is going to be good? The rest of your week. We'll see you next Wednesday.